So I apologize. It's 11:44 a.m. and I forgot I could have just paused the video. I am so sorry. Um I just got another call for a job opportunity, an interview tomorrow. So right now, yeah, it's 11:44. So yeah, I just got an interview that I'm supposed to have tomorrow. Good thing it's a phone interview. And so earlier, what I was trying to say a few minutes ago was that the application said no experience, but then when I went there, you know, he said I had to have experience. And so, well, I had to have at least selling experience. And I said, well, have I said I do have selling, some selling experience. And he's like, no, I'm talking about retail sales experience where you upsell things and try to get people to buy more stuff or whatever. I'm like, well, um, so I mean, I said I sold concessions. I had a job where I sold concessions and stuff. So but he tried to say that he said that he's sorry that he wasn't really more specific. But I mean, the application said no experience necessary. But I've had that happen even in New Orleans, that they say on Indeed.com. They'll say no experience necessary, and then you'll go to the interview, and then they'll refuse to hire you because you don't have any experience. I'm like, well, why do these jobs keep doing this? If certain jobs, if if they say no experience necessary or entry level, and then they'll hire other people, and it's like, well, how do you expect to get experience? But I think that's why I have the conclusion that that's secret code word for selling out. Selling your soul to the devil and selling out. And they just don't want to tell me. Or maybe I'm wondering if the handlers are telling these employers to treat me like this. So at least I tried. And so, the online perps still with their false narratives. See, you hear loud music, loud bass. So the see that loud bass to distract me on purpose from what I need to say. So I was wondering if the employers probably tell them to treat me like this. So because when I went there, and I was actually like 25 or 20 minutes early. And right after I came, they had a lady. She was ridiculously smacking her. Like, I figure you're a grown ass woman, and it's like, why and how the hell are you smacking your gum like that? So I felt like, well, she would be a problem for me to work with. So so I mean, I felt like almost wanting to walk out before the guy even introduced himself to me. And so then I went, and he sent me in a private office. In the office, the chairs were dirty, and I didn't even want to sit on them, but I sat in them, and we did the interview. And he was, trying to tell me that I had to have experience, and he tried to say, well, without experience, we start you off the first two paychecks with $10 an hour, but then after that, you don't get that, and then you're on your own with commission. So When I said, well, I spent like $12 to get an Uber over here, and he shrugged his shoulders like he didn't care. Like, oh well, and I'm like, well, how do I get experience? So then, um, I was there for not even five. I mean, the interview lasted not even 5 minutes, and then I walked out, and they had a young guy that said, "You're looking for Brad?" And I said, "No, I'm done the interview with him, and I'm just waiting for an Uber ride." And I said, "Well, I said the, I said, well, he said no. I mean, the application said no experience, but during the interview, he said he wanted me with experience. And then the guy, he didn't even give me eye contact. Then he shrugged his shoulders like, okay, and ignored me, and then walked inside. You're like, you fake bastard. I mean, no, I said, you fake idiot. And so then my next Uber ride came, and I rode to go get breakfast. And when I rode with her, I was afraid that she was ignoring me, but then it seemed like it took her, she would stay silent for 5 minutes, or almost, what seemed like a long time, and then finally respond to something I said. But the first Uber ride was we had a really good conversation. And then after I went to eat, then this other guy, he was nice, and then the fourth guy was nice too. So I'm glad, but they were all four nice, all four of them. But I'm glad neither one of them were gang stalkers. So also went to the post office and got any I got any, I went to go and get my Social Security mail and stuff like that. And so I have the Social Security mail sent to the post office but when I go to the post office for general delivery, I can only get certain things mailed there. But my general mail will usually be at Waterfront Mission. But I already told y'all and showed y'all how they play all kinds of games and they play with my mail and stuff. So my question to myself is, how am I gonna get my tax returns? So I don't know if I can contact the former employers. When I've had issues in the past, say for example, I'm gonna tell y'all a true example. When I was working a third party, through the third party employer, when I was working at the zoo and concessions when I was in New Orleans, that girl Amanda, me and her are the same age, and she flipped out on me and started to act a certain way too, and then even told the workforce commission lies about me and try to make me out to look really crazy. But Amanda was fake nice at first. And so then after that, it's like when it came to tax time, she was still deliberately ignoring. Like I waited a few months, without contacting her, and then I waited until around the tax time to try to ask her about my tax returns, and she militantly ignored me. So due to the gang stalkers calling up my job, making up lies about me with previous jobs, and showing them my YouTube videos, I figured that they will probably do the same thing. Now, I don't even know how Seville Quarter would treat me. I know I can't physically, I'm, wrongfully banned from Sky Zone and can't go to Sky Zone. So I don't even know what would happen if I try to call Sky Zone. And, I wish that I wish I can turn back the hands of time and that I never would have worked for Sky Zone in the first place. But, I just barely got my foot in the door. before Starbricker did what she did. The gang stalker Starbricker. So and then there she called up Seville Quarter after I quit and showed them my videos and stuff like that too. And that's some random online stranger who had no business or no right to do that. I mean, and she should mind her own damn business. So I mean, as I said, I don't know. I mean, I need a way to be able to get my. I mean, I wish that there would. I mean, I know they usually mail your tax returns, but I would like to get them as soon as possible. And so as I would hate for them to, due to the gang stalking, or for them to not even. I mean, if they hate me so much that they don't want anything to do with me at all, and then I can't even get my tax returns, and I end up getting punished. So I would hate for that to happen. I mean, I need to get my tax returns. And so another thing is when I got my Social Security mail today, that I haven't gotten I think I haven't gotten paid any SSI since July. And so Social Security keeps harassing me, telling me excuse me, that I owe them 115. Why the hell is my throat? They making my throat itch. Social Security keeps harassing me, telling me that I owe them $115. But I heard that they're opening back the offices, but I don't know about this office, and I don't know when they're gonna open back up. But I hate even physically going to the Social Security office because of the mind games and abuse that they put me through, even over the phone. So I hate even being forced to deal with Social Security. So it's like, why do I need to owe you $115 if y'all kept yanking money? Y'all took the Social Security. I mean, I'm sorry, the SSI payments from when I worked. So it's an error on their part, and Social Security refuses to correct their own errors. And dealing with student loans, they would do the same thing and make you pay for their mistake or their errors. So, and when I say pay, I mean make you suffer for their errors. So anyway, I had a really good breakfast this morning, and I'm sorry to tell TMI, but I have not been able to make a bowel movement. I don't remember if it was this past Wednesday or Thursday was the last time. And so then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I mean, I started to get nervous and wondering, well, what could I eat to make myself make a bowel movement? And so I don't have easy access to fresh fruits and vegetables around here. Well, the market that I went to yesterday, I heard it wasn't normal for it to be that crowded, but I heard they said it was Chinese New Year. So maybe I can go and get some fruits and vegetables at the Asian market over there. But they're kind of expensive. But I'm just doing this like a health, diary or whatever, because me taking the bentonite clay, you need to have, stuff moving out of you, the toxins and stuff moving out of you. And so yeah, well, today I'm disappointed because I didn't even get to sleep that great last night, and I felt like, well, I would have been better off if, I mean, and I had second thoughts, and I felt like wanting to turn around and just cancel the interview. But I went anyway, and I felt like, well, I could have been able to lay down or sleep for longer. I could have got to sleep for longer, you know. So well, I mean, I'm I'm just maybe I can take a nap. I don't know. But yeah, I'm feeling that deprived feeling, and I had like a huge breakfast, and so I'm, you know, I thought about they have these brand new scooters. I don't know how much they cost. Excuse me. But they had these scooters where you can sit down on them and ride them. So with the scooter, I'm wondering if I can use the scooter to do, well, I don't know how that would go. I mean, if I were to do food delivery or like DoorDash or Uber Eats or something, could I use the scooter? And how far would they go and how much would they cost? I need to do more investigation on the on the scooters and see you know if you I mean, because if I can ride a scooter or if I can ride a bike, how would people say you don't have the mentality or the mindset to drive a car, or you don't have any business to drive? So I don't know. But with the scooters, I don't know how they would get recharged. Those kinds of brand new this new scooter system that they have. Um, how would they, you know, how would I go about, riding the new scooters? And then they have certain places that I'm banned from due to homelessness and targeting. So I'm wondering how would that work out? Um, because I don't even think employers would consider a scooter to be reliable transportation. But they want you with a car and proof of valid insurance for a lot of jobs. And that's one thing that's holding me back. And also, um, in certain jobs, you know, I would have like I would need permanent housing as well, but not all jobs I need permanent housing. But people were like, well, why don't you go to Joe Patty's Seafood? They're always hiring. They always need people. I'm like, that's not true, because the owner or manager or whatever of Joe Patty's straight up told me that he does not and will not hire homeless. And I never tried their food before, but I heard people thought it was so good and stuff. But I can't with my disability, I can't work around noise. I can't be around noise, or I can't. It's difficult to have a job working around a lot of people. I don't know how it is over there, but they make it like, oh, it's so easy to get hired over there, and that man is always looking for people and stuff. But I mean, that makes me not even want to do business or eat Joe Patty's if this is how if that's how discriminatory you are. So he tried to say that he hired a homeless person and that the homeless guy was nothing but trouble. So so that's why he wouldn't hire a homeless person. So I'm gonna try some more opportunities and trying to get out of my situation. But the gang stalkers are holding me back. The narcissistic gang stalkers, and you notice that, like when you, especially car dealerships and driving, you know, it's always that narcissistic, arrogant, puffed up car dealership manager or owner. Um, you know, so I mean, I mean, it's more than just the car dealerships. I've had other job situations where they say no experience necessary, and then they refuse to hire you, saying that this or that person had more experience than you. So I see that the loud music again. So I'm wondering if the apple juice from this morning with my breakfast, if it helped me to finally make a bowel movement. So I'm too tired and sleepy, and my mind is not right at the moment. But I would love to spend more time writing today. Maybe I can take a nap and refreshing and recharge, and maybe do some writing later on. And I know I need to read the Bible more intensively as well, and pray more intensively and more often as well. But the same people who be like, that's because you don't read the Bible or you don't pray. Well, they admit that they don't read the Bible or pray as often as they should also. So, I'm trying to make myself feel better, despite how I've been feeling lately and what I've been going through and stuff like that. So, this, like when I first came here Friday and Saturday, my like a 25-minute video or 26-minute video that I would have, it will upload within an hour and a half. But last night my phone and the internet started to act a little weird, and then it started to take longer than 3 hours to upload one video. So I'm gonna go for the moment, and in the meantime, I'm I'm gonna try to keep. I mean, don't forget I have my blog and my ebooks and stuff like that. Y'all can help me out with that too. But I'm at least producing some work or trying to do something, trying to figure out something I can do to survive. But I mean, I'm saying that I need, whatever help or donations or whatever that I can get. And thanks for listening to me. I'll see y'all later.